talking about the Leader Impression 10.
The Leader Impression 10. Let's go and talk about this bad girl.
All right, so the Leader Impression 10. What do we have here?
So the Leader Impression 10. Wow. So let's just give some stats here. So it's running Google 2.3. I'm sorry, Android 2.3.
Right.
Flash 10.1. It's wireless, BG&N. It's a 9.7-inch display. It's rather thick. It has a bunch of slots in there, right? You got 2 USB ports. You got mini ports. You got 3.5 head jack. HDMI ports. It supports 1080p.
Yeah, it's got a lot of stuff on it, right?
So, and all those are pros, right? The micro SDHC slot, HDMI video out, Amazon Marketplace. It's portable, I guess.
Right.
And Zev's showing there the thickness and difference between the iPad 2 and the Leader. The Leader.
I gotta tell you, man. So when we first got this, when you first gave this to me, I was looking forward to it. So let's go through some of the pros, right? It's got the 9.7 screen. Now, one thing that, of course, the iPad does not have, and several other pads don't have, is the micro SDHC slot. It can be useful, and it's got HDMI video out, which now the iPad does as well, and several others do. So it uses the Amazon Marketplace, and of course it's a tablet, so it's portable and you could do some stuff on it, which is good.
Listen, I think for me personally, my biggest pro here is the big fat Android on the back.
Yes, that is a big pro. This thing right here. Yeah. So beautiful. I guess I'll talk about the cons? Yeah, I guess I'll walk through the cons, right?
Go ahead.
So it's big. It's really big. It really was designed with the iPad in mind, very much so. It's running 2.3, so not a lot of applications, new applications are being developed for 2.3. Most are being bred for 3 and 4, and that's a big problem moving forward. Of course, it doesn't have the Android market, which is huge.
You know, and at that point, when I received that, and I was fairly excited to receive this thing, right? It's an off-brand product,
right?
Meaning that it's not made by an HTC or by a Motorola, by one of the big brands, right? And which does not mean that an off-brand cannot produce a quality product.
Absolutely.
But I stopped immediately reviewing this thing when I tried to find the Android Marketplace, and I thought it was me. I was like, okay, maybe I'm a little dense today, and maybe I had a few too many beers. Whatever the case might be, let me give it to my wife, Jessie Nuez, and see if she can make heads or tails of this thing. So I give it to her, and she opens it up, and the first thing she tries to do is go to the Android Marketplace because she wants to download an application. And she asked me, where is the Android Marketplace? And I said, I don't know, you tell me. And she, proceeded to, a few choice words towards me. Pretty much stop being a wise A. And I was like, I'm not being a wise A. I'm just saying, please find it. And she couldn't find it, and I went online and I made sure that I didn't receive some kind of bad review unit or whatever the case might be. It was not the case. I found a very colorful YouTube video which demonstrated that it had no Android Marketplace.
Right.
So I stopped there.
Right.
I immediately stopped there because to me an Android tablet needs to have the Android Marketplace, period.
Right.
I mean, and I'm not talking about a
Kindle Fire or whatever.
I'm not talking about that, okay? Because to me, those aren't Android tablets.
Right.
Those are specific tablets for that particular platform. But when you're marketing this as an Android tablet, and you didn't include the marketplace, that's a small problem.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I also think. Look, it's a big deal. First of all, 2.3 was never designed really for the tablet format. No matter how much they tweak it and change it, it really isn't. The resolutions don't work out. Things are not where they should be. It's just not designed for it. Wi-Fi was kind of unstable. It's super expensive, right?
I think Amazon has it for $245.
Right, and even at that is an issue.
A lot of money.
Okay.
A lot of money.
No rear camera. It's got a front camera, but no rear camera. The front camera is not really that great, and yeah, and that's pretty much it. I mean, if this bad boy was like 99 bucks, right, and maybe I could use that the SDHC slot, right, the micro slot,
Sure.
for videos or whatever, for the kids to have in the car on the way to Disney World or whatever it is, or so the family trip to Wally World, but not.
I mean, it's nice.
But not.
I mean, it has Kobo. It has Kobo, right? And Kobo is an application I like to download books, right? But
I mean, look, it's got its place. I just think that it was released a little too late. It uses the A8 chip from Samsung, which was kind of like 2 years ago, where things were going, and then things have changed. I mean, we're Snapdragon Plus now, and we're moving into a new group. Intel's moving forward with a whole new series. So, yeah, I think this was a good idea. A little too late. We've moved on, at least in the Android world, and yeah, I'm not very happy with it.
No, I think it's a very poor product. I don't care if it was designed on a year ago, 2 years ago. If you're releasing an Android tablet, then it has to at least compete, if not compare to other Android tablets.
Especially at that price range, absolutely.
Yeah, and I think this does a really, really bad job at it. I mean, if you want to call this an e-reader, then I would say, okay, not a problem. It has a Kobo store. Okay, fine. So it's an e-reader. But for $245, still a lot of money.
Right.
Still a lot of money, because I'm not too familiar with Kobo, but from what I understand, it's not a massive store like you would get. I mean, it doesn't have a massive amount of content like you would get with a Kindle, with a Nook, or even with Google.
Right.
And again, not having access to the marketplace is massive. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we give this a 1.
Yeah.
A 1.
And that's a new one. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry, guys, but sorry.
Well, you heard it here. One remote on this bad boy, and better luck next time.
Bye-bye.
Take care. As always, thanks for watching. Only cool people press subscribe. Right here. That thing right there. Oh, ready to go?
Wait, you're stretching out there? Get ready. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Woosa.